Alright. Oh boy. I might be able to just get away with not this music. Oh, that's fun. Oh, it's dubstep, maybe not. Here's a question, where did my... What? There you go. Okay. Alright. Hi, Spiegel. Okay. So, I have a fancy mouse that I got off eBay. It's a Razer mouse, and it's got like a it's like a charging mouse thing. So it's like half Bluetooth, and what that means is it has a bunch of, like, I assume, like electromagnetic field stuff going on, or RF signals. And also I have a Wacom tablet. But they don't like each other, and when I have both plugged in, the mouse pad interrupts the signal between the Wacom pad and the Wacom, like, the pen I'm using. And it means that the pen gets fucky. And it's not desirable, so I can only use the tablet or the mouse at one time. Okay. I am well. My sister got married today, so that was entertaining. And now I'm gonna try and draw a tank. A Shoosty boy. Beautiful. Alright. How should I do the wheels? I'm not used to this tablet. Is smoothing? Why is smoothing on the erase? Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Oh, dude. I love that tech demo. It's so impressive to me. Yeah, Unreal Engine 5 looks awesome. I don't know if Unity's gonna do anything. I doubt they're gonna do anything to, like, rebuttal it. Unity seems like just kind of the chill, less intense twin to UE5. Yeah, but I keep on having to think, like, surely there must be some limitation on the amount of polygons you can just throw in the scene. Like, I mean, you can turn on GPU instancing and that does something. What for, like, all of the so yeah. as soon as light sources began to move and it really like showed that it wasn't baked lighting, I was like, interesting. Like, I forgot it was. I kept on forgetting it was live gameplay. I kept on thinking it was just a cutscene. Alright. Tanky boy. So we've got the turret, we've got the barrel. I want to have, like, a kind of packy thing on the back. And I want it to be really squat. Also want it to be cool looking, so I have to make it small and disproportionate while also making it look cool. Oh my gosh, AAA games made in UE5 are gonna look great. It's gonna be great, especially, I actually don't know the specs on the PS5, but it's supposed to be affordable. But the fact that that is literally just next-gen console graphics Not even next-gen PC graphics, just console. That's crazy. Games are gonna look good. I mean, it's probably running at 30 FPS because that's just how it is with consoles, but still. Yeah. Well, I just cannot get my head around how one does not just do normal mapping. It's just so... It feels like it's just required. And to just leave in that many polygons is just strange. It violates my current, at least, habits as a modeler. Previous habits, I was like, haha, more polygons, more detail. I ended up, like, over-modeling something that was tiny in comparison to the rest of the model, and you couldn't even tell. Yeah. Which I'm fine with. I mean, we're really getting to that place in, like, graphics and computer capability where you can basically simulate real life, no problem. The only thing we need to do is live fluid simulations. If we can get live fluid simulations, then we've achieved everything. But that won't happen for a bit because it takes me like an hour to bake a single fluid sim. It's annoying. Oh, hi. Where's my thing? There we are. Be gone. Wait, no. It's really unwieldy using a trackpad for it. Okay. Yeah. They look so nice, though. They look so nice. Alright. So I want that to be kind of squat in there. And... Okay, it would fit the style, I think, if I did, like, a kind of... Stop it. A kind of squarey turret thing with, like, a huge... basically bullet bill style... just... like, 2-ton gun on the front. Excellent art, by the way. It's just exquisite. But, that would, I think, fit the art style, but I want it to look cool. And so, I don't know. Oh, this is that song. That's really intense, isn't it? Oh wait, I have a trackpad. I forgot about that. Okay. Whoop. I have a tank from a game that I want to reference. Let me see if I can find it. That's not it. Oh wait, that looks really old now. Oh my gosh. If you search Star Citizen Tank. Okay. Never mind, I had really fond memories of this game. But now it looks really low res. Let me show you the tank. I remember being really cool, but... Alright. It's this. Back in, like, 6th grade, I played Warzone 2060. It was a great game. And that was the tank in it. Huh, times have changed. That don't look great. It's using 3 materials. It's not even divided well. Well, the treads look nice. Yeah, I want to actually look up, Oh, I just opened all of my bookmarks. That's not what I wanted. Stop it! Oh, I know what I'm doing. Let's see. Oh man, those graphics take me back. That was really what it looked like? That looks terrible. That's what it looked like? No way. Alright. Yeah, I have such fond memories of these games, but they just look horrible. Look at that. Mars Mission Crystal Alien Conflict. I played that game so much, and its textures are just horrible, like 2005 grade pre-rendered stuff. What do you mean? Yeah, I have this Lego set, actually. Yeah, that one. Bruh. I knew all, like, the cheat codes, because you got a cheat code every time you died. Oh boy. Like, this is literally the reason I'm making this game right now. This game. Alright. I wanna do it one better though. Make something a little bit higher fidelity than that. Alright. Yeah. So I could do that kind of like cute vehicle look and make the treads really high. If I make the treads really high, then starts. I need to look that up. Star Citizen tank. Oh, wait, I've seen this. Is this a concept art or is this actually... That's concept art. Also concept art. Where is it? Nova tank? In-game toy model. Star Citizen tanks. Okay, I see. That's interesting. It's very wedge-shaped. It looks good as a tank. I don't think it would fit my art style. Oh, high window settings. I could do the covered track kind of design, so it would be like the treads go down. I can make them a bit longer, and when they begin to go up again, I have like a cover right here. And then I want to like keep the rubbery bit of the treads for the most part, and so it kind of meets up there and goes around. then I would have like sub wheels. Okay. And then I could like bring it up a little bit and fold it over the rest of the tread. And that was off. Actually, I could use that design. So it's kind of a two-part segmented, like the I love the design of the scorpions from Halo. They're just a really nice, like, unique four-tread design. So I want to have like a bit of a backpacky thing to make it a little bit more beefy. Then I could have the rotating base a little bit extruded. Maybe leave a section of the back for upgraded variants. Ooh! That would be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna do missiles. Okay. I would want more of a very... I like adding things that can be used as tools. And so, if one thing does multiple different things, that's dumb. Like, if you have a tank with missiles on it, then all you have to do is just spam a bunch of missile tanks, and then they can kill everything. But what if, like, the tank is it exceeds at a very, very specific type of combat? It exceeds at medium range, medium range combat. You only need one or two that they can draw fire, so you can like present them on the battlefield first. They draw fire, they have a lot of health, they can stay in distance where enemies don't have as much effective range on them, and then your other troops could be weaker and say they have I don't know, but like that kind of dynamic combat instead of just having, because what I do in games always is, because games never really balance things too well, I always find a way to just spam one thing and it somehow works for me. Like I was playing Risk with someone, I think it was Risk, it was one of those types of games. Oh no, it was a game where you could have, like, it was an online game where you could have like multiple different types of enemies, so multiple different types of troops, and it was like your probability was changed based on the types of troop you had. And so my friend, he like made a really balanced army with like a bunch of different tanks and soldiers. Like I think the tiers were like soldier, then something else, then tank, and something else as well after that. Yeah, and he just like made really balanced things. I just realized how the game's mechanics worked and immediately recruited hundreds upon hundreds of the basic grunt soldiers, and it tipped the odds so much that I never lost a battle. Even though he would like do more damage to me, I just always won the dice roll because of my sheer numbers. And so even though I had like less money than him, I just exploited the mechanics. And I don't want to let that happen because that's dumb and boring. I want this. I might make it a little bit. Oh. That's fun. Did I accidentally rotate? Oh, I did. Okay, that's great. That's fine. I'm just gonna withdraw. Yeah. Spamming artillery can be fun. For a moment. But the thing about games is once you get unstoppable in them, they stop becoming fun because the challenge is no longer there. And so, what's the point of playing if it's not a challenge? I want it to have a really snub gun. I'm gonna do like a dual barrel, just really, really small thing. Okay, actually I'm gonna make these longer. But for now I think that's acceptable. Spiegel cannon, a giant high-powered cannon with cross-map capabilities, but to fire it, it must be stationary and replaces the main gun. Feels a little bit good. I don't know. While I do like the snubness of it, but I might just go long barrel and because like long, thin, wide barrels are really visually appealing for some reason. So if I make, say, if like this is the turret, if this is the turret, I make it kind of rounded. Making the barrel like super wide with a notch in the middle. And this is like really bad perspective, but it's fine. And then like having a square end. I like that look. It feels solid. The perspective is really bad. The snub shotgun variant. Maybe. I'm still not certain how much I want to focus on combat, because it can be interesting, but I don't know if I want to really like highlight that as the game mechanic. I want it to be a progression mechanic, and so to progress, you both have to focus on your military and your like factory. I hate allergies. Hold on. Yeah, honestly, it'd be really cool to migrate to UE5, but I just know that would provide so many roadblocks that I would just end up giving up again, so I'm not gonna do that. Alright, I think it's modeling time. Drawing pad over there. Cool. Gonna put this off to the side, good side view. I run this rabbit is put to shame. I want to see a rabbit. This one. Oh yeah, I was retopologizing the truck at like 3 AM today. Look how not bad it is now. I'm still not done. I have to like cut it in half and like mirror it, and I have a few more floaty bits, and like this doesn't mesh correctly. But it's a lot better than it was. I can't be 3D models. Well, you could always go for the simplistic art style, which is both stylized and really easy to make. So it's a win-win. So let me, yeah. If you really wanted to, you could like just literally everything. You can just start with a cube. Say I want to make a rabbit. Let's subdivide the cube a little bit. Let's see. Incredible. And then, all you need to do is just have some feet. Boom. And then, just like, there's a cube with a slightly angled cube as well as an extended sphere for the tail. Okay. Number one thing that I have learned from modeling is, as much as you want to, don't just combine objects, because that makes it look not good. So try and... Okay, so if you actually really pay attention to the looping of it, and as... okay, I'm by no means like a knowledgeable Blender person. I've just been like teaching myself slowly over the years. But if you do pay attention to like the loops of your model, which is just like how it can have a continuous quad all around, you will inherently just make better models because you'll be paying more attention to how it transitions from stuff. So, like, how I used to model is I would just, like... I was more focused on, what's it called? Sculpting and individual, like, just trying to get the mesh to look how I wanted, but I didn't really think about how like, the steps, the easiest steps to get somewhere. And it's really easy to do, like, a cubist style because Blender is made of cubes. But, when I started to more, like, I focused more on what 3D shapes could kind of fit together to create a more complicated thing, then you begin to realize, oh, I can just, which you kind of did just by, like, say, oh, this sphere on the end, but then you have to figure out how do I turn a sphere into a cube, and then that presents a problem, and then you realize, what if I don't need a sphere? What if I can just use a cube and then, like, bevel the end? Again, beveling, yay. But beveling a cube is, like, more loyal to the rest of the topology than, like, stuffing a sphere, because if you have, say I want to add a sphere to this, that's a circle. A UV sphere. Okay, so I want to add a sphere to this. And I put it right there. So the sphere has that kind of topology, which I forget how many. Is it like 24 edges? I could just see. I don't know how to tell. I think it's 24. And so you have to somehow think about, how do I get these 24 24 edges into this, which has, what is that, 16 edges on a square? And so something else you can do instead of a UV sphere is, I believe it's just like adding a cube, and then, which one is it? Is it subdivision surface? I really don't remember. Oh yeah, subdivision surface, okay. That's not right. Which one is subdivisions? you can use this instead, because what this does is it just creates a mesh of it's a non-destructive way of making a sphere. So it's like Blender still sees this as a cube, and then it just applies this. And so if I do apply this, hold on. If I do apply this, then what it turns into is a nice looped sphere-like object, and I can use this instead. And I haven't actually made use of this much. Icosphere. Yeah. I haven't worked much with icospheres. This one. Okay, yeah. This is made of triangles. I think this is better for, like, game rendering, because games, like, all game engines, like, split it into tris instead of quads. But it's a lot easier to work with quads, and quads can very easily be turned into tris by just, like, dividing them in half. And I can show that just by, I believe I can just triangulate, yeah, and then boom, it's tris now. And just look how nicely that turns out. They're all, like, what's it called? Sebeda, some word that begins with C. Damn it, I want to think of the word now. But yeah, they're just like diamonds now. And instead of this one, which is just a bunch of, it's like a dodecahedron or something. I don't remember what this is. But it's just like the simplest way triangles can be shoved together to make a sphere. And while that can be useful as a like sphere-like object, it's very difficult to like combine with a cube-like object. And this is much less difficult to combine with a cube-like object because it is a cube that's just been subdivided. And so if I undo this a bunch and get the E modifier back, in general, you don't actually need a lot of subdivisions. Can I have the mod? I'm just gonna delete it. So if I get the subdivision again, this. Oh boy. Yeah, if I just smooth this, shade smooth. You really don't actually need that many polygons to sell a look. If I do this 2 more, from like any distance, this is a convincing sphere. And look how many polygons this is. Look how many this is. Oh my gosh. That many. And all I need to do to just mesh this with a cube is if I delete this half of the mesh and then join it with this guy. Let's go back to material. Okay. Yes. Okay. I can just select this loop. I'm gonna get rid of these because I don't want them. Let's see. I'll fix it later. I messed up the loop by making holes in it. It's annoying. Okay. I think if I then select this and hit F, that does not work. Okay. I might have to just do it individually. But like, look at how I can just transform this into a cube. So it's a straight sphere to a cube. It's relatively non-destructive if you want to keep it as if you want to keep it with the modifier. But then, and of course, like if you were actually modeling this to be good, you would delete the faces in there, but I don't feel like that. And then all I have to do is just select a bunch of these loops because they are loops, and that, and then just put it in. And if you can make that match, it's a perfect, like it looks fine. This is a bit weird. What happened? What? Oh, I know why. Let's just delete those faces. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. So I've preserved the loops around it. Oh yeah. Yeah. We don't talk about that. Yeah. And so if you look, like, these loops can intersect at this one right here. And it just makes it so much easier to work with because you only have one mesh, and it makes if you only have one mesh with something, it makes instancing in a game engine much more efficient. I think Unity's limit on batching is like 300 vertices. Hey, how you doing? I'm going on about loop cuts. Actually, not loop cuts, just loops. But yeah, if you can manage to somehow match the number of like edges with the number of edges on your mesh, then that means you can do a lot more powerful things with it, and it keeps things consistent. Especially because if you want to like add a modifier to the entire thing, if I want to add a bevel modifier to it and then shade it smooth, I have to fill these faces actually. So if I want to add a modifier to the entire thing now, I can just do that and it'll do it fine. If I add angle, there we go. Yeah. And so it looks decent. This is a bit stretchy because I didn't spend very much time on that. But like this can exist, and that's why we do that. And also if we want to UV wrap it, making it so that it has loops instead of just like random topology, it makes it worlds different to add a UV map. And then also for if you want to rig it, rigging means that sorry, not rigging. If you want to rig it, then if you have random vertices, it won't like create vertex groups as well. And sometimes you can have random vertices just like popping out randomly, and that looks not good. But if you have this, then it's very easy to see, oh, there's a gradient of quads going from here to here, and Blender can recognize that and just easily do that. And if you want to subdivide it, all you have to do is do a loop cut, boom, that's subdivided. And say you want, like, if you want this to be like an elbow or something and bend it, if you just add a bunch of subdivisions in that loop, then it'll preserve like the loop just fine, and your UV maps will be exactly the same. But all of a sudden you have more subdivisions, so you can work with bending more. And this has been me ranting about loops on a weird rabbit chicken. All right, let's delete the rabbit chicken. Oh, what? I just realized I could make high poly Minecraft. Oh, thank you. It's the random NCS playlist I found. Alright. Let's go back to the purpose of the stream and actually make a tank. Add cube as all good things begin. I'm gonna do a tread first. So how do I want to do this? I'm gonna delete these. Actually, no, I need those. What am I doing? Hide util. Camera can go in util. Cool. I want to set you back to the origin. And let's see, what can I do for a tread? I want some subdivisions to it, so I'm just going to extrude. I can do this. Alright. Sense of what's Nah, I definitely have notes that I keep. Haha. I don't get on tangents. Okay. So the tread's shape will be like, I'm gonna have one more subdivision Is that good? I think it needs to be longer actually. One more. That might be good. Alright. Da 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 da. And then I want to extrude these down by about that much. And then I can connect those, delete. Okay. Tank tread. Definitely. Alright, now I need to bevel. Rounded corners. Bevel. That's not what I want to happen. What's doing that for? Is it because the normals did weird things? Did the normals do weird things? Face. Where are normals? Mesh. Normals. Recalculate outside. Okay. Did that fix anything? Yes. Okay. Bevel once. Bevel twice. Make the big bevel first. And make another smaller bevel. Oh, wait, no. Bevel. 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 That's not quite the same, actually. Something has changed. I could manually edit it. Oh, this needs to be sharper. We don't need other reference images, we can make our own. Throughput. The Cult of Bevel. I need to do something with that. Please do inform me what the practices of the Cult of Bevel include, though. I would like to know. For research purposes. Beveling? Really? I don't know about that. I feel like there must be a way to, like, select a bunch of connected faces. I don't know. Not beveling? I thought beveling was in there somewhere. That's probably alright, but I'm gonna make it big wide because that feels satisfying. Big wide. I want a solidify modifier, make it thick. Heck yes. And then I want the end goal is seeing what on earth would happen if the whole world to the smallest details beveled. I don't think you would notice actually. Everything is pretty beveled already. Oh, that's not what I wanted to happen. What are you doing? Ah. What? Music stop. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Now I want to add tread. Making equally spaced tread is gonna be annoying. Wasn't this song already on here? It was. Why? Oh. Good enough. Let's see. I wonder if there is a way to... Can I have like an extrude modifier or something weird? So I don't have to like do this by hand? I don't know. What, like basic bitch EDM? I kinda did for a while, but I realized I wasn't as into it. My only hesitation is just like somehow getting repercussions for using copyrighted music. I don't care about like monetization or anything. Can you link the playlist? Sure. I actually don't have the stream open in this. Actually, I made a bookmark so I can just open it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I accidentally closed the stream tab. Here you go. That looks like it's sent, yeah. However, I'm gonna see if I can... Let's just go for it and just try and use a different... Okay, so... Is it anime OPs because I can't really find it? Alright, fair enough. So, I want to make the general feel of the game kind of retro, but kind of futuristic. And as a result, I want to make the soundtrack vaporwave. Or synthwave. And this is the song that I want to work off of. It's also kind of Stranger Things, I don't know. Hopefully I don't get banned from YouTube. I'll probably be fine. I have no subscribers, they won't care. I'm not monetizing anyway, so... Gonna move this one over a little. This one over a little. That's more equally spaced-ish. Are those aligned? No, they're not. That's fun. Why? How did that happen? How did that happen? YouTube cannot ban the bevel. If we have enough beveling. I see. Yeah. This music is significantly less irritating to me. Also, this is not aligned, and it's annoying. Stop it. That's the kind of stuff that just kind of happens on its own, and you don't realize it. There we go. Alright. Now, if I do that, and that, that, and that. That's not the same thickness all around. So I'm going to dissolve these vertices actually. Select these, move them along, scale them. No, scale them. Still not the same, so I'm gonna actually. They're close. They're close. Close enough. Alright. Now I'm going to select the loop and then select which option is it? Random. Check a deselect. There we go. Does it? Oh yes, it's good. It's good. I'm going to combine these. Cool. Look at that. Boom. 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 Ah. Bah. Look at that. Beauty. Oh, that's not right. What did you do? What have you done? What happened? Oh, it's because the subdivision thing is big balkan. Fill. I'm sure there's an option to like extrude without doing this, but I don't know what it is. Fill. Sure, that's... No, I'm not really like that. We gotta keep making quads. My bones will not feel happy under that now. Why will your bones not be happy? I am confused. We have to have happy bones. If we don't have happy bones, we have crunchy bones, and crunchy bones are unacceptable. Let's turn this back on. It's not fixed, okay. All mesh, recalculate normals outside, boom. That didn't fix it this time. That sucks. How to fix? Everyone's gonna be unhappy if they're not consistent. I mean, that's one solution, I suppose. Can I get all of these boys? Can I get all of... No? Okay. All of the... I just cannot loop these. It's no longer a loop? What? Why? Oh, is it because... Oh, that's dumb. I mean, bone removal sounds like an excruciating process, but if you really want to do that, I cannot stop you. I feel like this has not been the most efficient way to do this. Hold on. Actually, I can probably just... Ah, there we go. Okay. I mean, flexibility is always useful, but like, I don't think it's the most good. I don't think it's the best trade-off. I mean, if you give me a counterexample, feel free. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, the normals are weird. That's why I did that. Okay. What? Am I on? What? He's not he didn't select faces. What? I'm so confused. Okay. Can I undo to the point where I remove this extrude? Nope. Okay. Pros of no bones. Able to do this really awkward keyboards. I mean, all you need is just large hands. Can I just... That's not right. Oh, it's all of these, okay. Mesh, normals, flip. That didn't fix it. Mesh, normals, recalculate outside. Never mind, I guess. Mesh, normals, recalculate inside. Also didn't fix it. Okay, bye. What happened? What? Well, this is all good and fantastic. However, I wanted to stop, so let's just do that. Fantastic. Don't need this anymore. Fill. Nope, that's not what I want. Fill. Also not what I want. Okay, fine. This feels dumb. Is there like an option to not have to do that? I'm just gonna... I don't know. Fill. 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 Bah. This is entertaining and rewarding. I enjoy this oh so much. You know what I thought I would do during my day? I thought I would be individually selecting edges and filling the space between them due to my lack of knowledge about a creative tool. Do you want me to add bones? I can add bones. Top tier entertainment, my daily watch. Fantastic. Good thing I don't stream every day. This is also an objectively good song. Here's a question. Can I select an entire boxy thing and then double hit G and slide it along? That's not right. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, I guess not. See, what I want to do is I want to have a way to like animate these. Those are Eden jokes. Yeah, I like all of these songs. That's why they're on my mix on YouTube. Good job, YouTube. You have a better song algorithm than any of the other platforms I'm on. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, there's an option I could do. I could, okay, I could have basically a mask and a main tread and then like a like grippy tread model. And then I rotate the mask and it changes like the spacing on the grippy treads. But the problem would be when I rotated, it wouldn't like properly keep the spacing, so the spacing would be larger because it's farther away from the center. Like, let me get an example. Something I could do is make this in the middle, and then so I could do this kind of thing. And then what I can do is I can hide this, but I can use it as a Boolean modifier. So if I unhide it and hide it again, what I should be able to do is it really not working? What? Did not work. That's interesting. Don't know that that's not working. That's odd. Might still work though.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So
it's very strange.
he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions.
Kind of interesting though.
By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull.
If I unhide you.
Perpetual and compulsive
Oh, is it? Wait.
repetition of words.
No.
Of reckoning.
Wait, none of them are just rotating around an axis. Excuse me?
I'm not saying that thinking is bad.
It's that axis. What are you talking about?
Like everything else, it's
What?
useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized
Oh, it had gimbal lock, I see.
have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive. Because
Okay.
through excessive thinking, they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse science
Yeah, I could animate it like this, kind of.
with the real world.
However, why is it doing this? Why is the modifier so weird? What? Is it a problem with, like, my model? Is there something wrong? It should just work. I've never had this kind of thing happen. I am Confucian. Interesting. I don't know why I was doing that. But it wouldn't have worked anyway, so I don't care.
Most of us would have
Delete.
rather money than tangible wealth.
Also, the inside got
And the
weird
great
somehow.
occasion
Why
was somehow spoiled
did
for
it
us
get
and less
weird?
photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event.
This is like I am 14 and this is deep levels of deep.
For as a result of confusing the real world of nature,
I have a
with
solution
mere
actually.
science,
Is it
we
the
are
fact that
destroying nature.
vertices are overlapping?
We're so
Could it
tied
be
up in
that?
our minds that we've lost our senses.
Um,
Time to wake up.
where is
What
merge?
is reality?
Merge by
Obviously,
distance.
no one can say because it isn't words. It isn't material, that's just an idea.
That worked. Okay.
Reality is the point cannot be explained in words.
That's a little better. Alright. Okay, back to the question. How do I animate this?
I'm not trying to put you down. It's an expression of you as you are.
Hello, I am still stuck on the problem of how to animate this.
We need to survive. To go on. We must
Oh, wait. Maybe not. I'm not dying of hunger. That's good. Priests. Let's see what that does. What does this do? What does this do? Let's see what this does. That's fun. Don't think this is what I want. Let's do a different modifier. I don't even know how to do this. I do not know how to do this. If I somehow feel like I shouldn't do this with a simulation. So I'm on Cyrillic again. Hello. I'm still stuck on the problem. I could potentially do it with a depth map. I'm gonna try a depth map. That might work actually. Haha, look at me. I'm gonna delete all of the stuff I did. Actually, what I can do is I can just select the inside and then invert it. I'm so smart. That didn't work as I planned. What? It's chill. We good. It's chill. Yeah, okay. Invert. Delete. Cool, I can do that. Ba ba da ba ba da 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 da. Your Wi-Fi is trying to kill itself. That's not good. you should give it positive reinforcement. Let's do this. New. Texture. Check texture. And then I want, let's call it tread. Actually, I call it here. Tread. And then I want a new texture. And no, that's called rubber. Rubby boy. Okay. Want to select the entire inside. Bap. No, bap. 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 Assign to rubber. And then I want to copy paste rubber. Paste it into tread. There you go. And now I want this. Keep in mind, I've literally never done a displacement map, so let's experiment. Delete these. And let's just put it on displacement, see what happens. That's interesting. It's promising. It's factor. Let's plug it into a vector displacement. Height. Vector. Ba. 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 Literally hasn't changed. But that's because it's a checker pattern. And then we can scale, maybe. Never mind. Let's add a multiply and see what happens. Multiply. That's Cyrillic again. Multiply. Wait, math. That's what it's called. Multiply. Let's do it by that. That appears to have not done very much. Object space, world space. Did that change it? Not really. Clamp. That's became... Nah, definitely not. Object space. If I do this, and if I do this, I don't know how to use this modifier. When you said you might make this a 3D game, haha, funny joke. Yeah, I've completely disregarded that statement now. However, okay, so it's possible that I could basically just make it so that you could rotate the camera around to look at it from different angles. So it would be exactly the same game, is just be 3D live rendered instead of 2D rendered. But then I realized it would take a lot more resources than it currently takes to make it look good and like live rendered, because I just plugged in a bunch of really low poly 3D models that I had, and I was like, hey, I could actually, I made like 5,000 3D models and just like rendered them, and it was getting really good frame rate. I was like, huh, that's fun. And then I realized if I added materials and lighting and shading and stuff that made it look good, it would look less good. And so the easiest way to fix that is just to make them pre-rendered by doing exactly what I was doing. So yeah. Oh, hi there. Yeah, yeah, it's a legitimate reason to switch to Unreal Engine. But I'm not going to switch to Unreal Engine because that's way too much effort to completely learn a new system just for this. Now let's switch to UV mapping. Unwrap. Hold on. Gonna mark this. Where is it? Maxime. Unwrap. There we go. Let's see. Can I like... Oh, cool. Can I just take this checker texture and put it over here? No, okay. I don't know how to do this, actually. I'm gonna delete this texture and make it a different one, actually. Let's see, wave. That seems fair enough. Back to... that. Not that direction. I can change it, right? I forget. Maybe not that one. Let's just keep with checker for now. Question is, I don't know how to basically put this in the UV editor. Why is wireframe on? Did I? Why did I? No, stop. Okay. Do that. Did that fix? I can't tell. Also, how did you... Yeah. Jam was like, haha, what's a good name? Jam's a good name. I'm Jam now. Very, dramatic. Let's make a new, because I don't feel like doing that. I don't know, lines, I guess. And then I want it 1K by 1K. No, I don't. I want it by... image. Canvas. Width 1. Proceed. Unnecessary, but it's fine. For some reason, overscrolling is off. Pattern overlay, hello? No pattern overlay? Okay, interesting. Can I get a different pattern? What flavor? Raspberry. Perhaps not. Oh, it's because it's an empty layer, that's why. Bah. Still not. Not entirely what I want. Let's see. Is there more of a nice way to do this? It seems like a decent way to do this. I just don't have a good pattern. Confusion. Raspberry jam is the best. Yeah, I really like strawberry, mostly because I just never have a chance to have it, because most of my family is allergic to strawberries, which is very unfortunate. Because I like them. I actually prefer artificial strawberry flavoring to like actual strawberries, which is kind of sad. Okay. Let's see. I want it to be less like that. So if I can have this, and then, okay. I can select the white of it, turn off contiguous, select the white of it, delete. That's that, okay. Turn off that, okay, cool, did that. Now I just want to duplicate this layer. And that should be good. Down a little bit more. That's more like what I want. Excellent, and then export it. Click export as PNG to my secret. Throughput Jam Factory. Yes! Actually, it was originally Jam Factory Inc. And then I just shortened it to Jam. Where is my Blender file located? Under the Blender file, that would be where it is. Objects, throughput, no, wait, it's in textures, not objects. Textures, lines.png save, there we go. I Blender. Okay, now let's go back to shading. Change this to a image texture, and then I forgot repeat as an option. Well, I guess I wasted a little bit of time, but it's fine. No. Object. Did I export it? I'm gonna use color. Never mind, I'm gonna re-export it and use alpha. Export. Quick export as PNG. Same place, save, replace, yes, yeah, okay. Alpha value. Hey, that's, I think, what I want. Now, I don't know how to do it so that the displacement actually does stuff. Super secret files of awesomeness. Yes, my downloads folder. Gonna edit these a little. It's acting as a normal map right now, and I don't want it to do that. I want it to be a... Oh, do I need like a displacement modifier or something? No. I forget how to do this. Displacement. Oh, is it cycles only? Nice, okay. promising. That's not what I want. I forget how to do this. Changing it from normal. Wait, really? Is this which inputs the normal? Maybe? I forget how to do this. Google time. Let's look around Google for a second. Hi Blender Goober, teach me the ways. Okay, we skip through. Find the displacement bit. Still working on stupid stuff like texture, grody. Hold on, what? What? I probably did something wrong. That didn't fix it. What? What? It no work. Literally have done the exact same thing as what the tutorial shows. What? Oh, wait. Perhaps not. Oh. Wait. let me find where that thing is. Material, volume, displacement, volume. Hold on.
I'll see this through. I'm reaching out my hand to you. Go round and round the bend with you. Go standing on the edge with you.
Is there a settings of settings? Displacement. That looks horrible. I know why. Actually. Okay, now I'm just gonna subdivide it. Okay, that's what I'm going for, except it looks bad. Also looks bad. But not as bad. Perhaps I'm just gonna subdivide it. Continues to look bad. Why is it only available in cycles? Alright. Why do you look terrible? Excuse me. Oh, that's why. Okay. I have found out why it looks horrible. Topology's terrible, that's why. What's this thing doing? Why is it doing that? Is it because the edge crease? That's actually kind of, it looks kind of funny like that. Huh. Free any topology fixes. Okay. That would be cool if you could see the SpaceX rocket. Also, this looks very strange. It looks like it should be in a kid's TV show. So if I just subdivide this. I'm not really going for performance, I'm just going for what it looks like. Awful is what it looks like. I mean, clearly you should assess your priorities. This fake tank tread is very important compared to the launch of a SpaceX rocket. Alright, what the hell is it doing? Okay. I'm confused. Why does it look awful? Alright, bye. That's also not right. No, okay. Wait a second, what? Maybe if I just remove the displacement, it will fix that. Actually, if I go to modifiers, maybe this is generating it. Okay, so it's not that. It's this being a dunce. Settings. Where is displacement? Ah. Bump only. That didn't fix it? Wait, what's causing displacement now? Wait, what? Hold on. Is it the shader at all? It is the shader, okay. Displacement modifier. Can I import a file? Interesting. Eh? That did not add it. Oh. Wait, how do I get a texture from an image? I'm confused. Oh, I'm such a scrub. This is irritating. Gonna go to like, UV edit, image, open, oh, that's fun. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to get a texture from this. Do I need to like use UVs? Ah. Probably the textures tab would help. Ah. Do. Cool. Da-ba-da. That's interesting. Strength. High. Oh. How do I tell? Well, it's certainly laggy. So it's doing something. I just see nothing as a result. Great. Fantastic. Direction. X. Normal. It's changing something. I just can't tell what. Why is the default quality so high? What? like the smoothness of the material. That's great. I don't know how to do this. Because, like, animation is important, so I kind of have to do this. I'm going to change this again. Image, canvas size, literally gonna make it 2x2. Alright, proceed. Yes. Export. Click export as PNG. Yes. Lines. Where is it? Here you are. Why are the UVs so small? That's close. Still not working though. It's off, that's why. Ah! That's cool. I just realized this was what I was working on instead. Alright. That's fine. Hello. I cannot, right. That's entertaining. If I... Actually, I don't know how to do this. It's not very good, is it? Is it? Hold on. Sampling. I see. This is the closest I've gotten to something that resembles tank treads. How do I turn it off for the sides? I only want it for just this outside bit. And nothing else. So if I unwrap this, I'm actually not sure if the UVs reflect anything. I can just... They do not. Okay. Okay, let's see. Back to displacement. No. 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 That's definitely interesting. But I have to use normals. And the normals get screwy. Oh wait, I can actually... Looky that. Unwrap. Put it over there. That might have fixed something. Don't really know how to tell. It gets a little screwy. Huh. Interesting. What's this? What? I want to edit normals and look at it at the same time. It's getting closer, it's being very bad. Oh, off. Okay. Alright, I see. Wait. What? What? Huh? Huh? That's why. Clear seam. Okay. I want to edit it and see the result at the same time, which is not proving to be a thing I can do. Let's try this. So the reason I'm making it 3x3 is because this thing is just centered on the middle, and it'd be a lot easier to change things by scaling if it were a 3x3 texture. Yeah. Ah, fun. But that doesn't work, does it? No, it doesn't. Great. Okay, fine. My logic may have been flawed. Did it redo this? It just doesn't like it. Alright, fair enough. Why doesn't it like it though is the question. Let's take a look at the normals. Not the normals, the UV map. That's in white, but I'm gonna move it to black. This is also probably in white, and I'm gonna move it to black. Okay. These are also in white. I'm gonna move it to black. Okay. I think it's trying to make a smooth drop instead of... It's getting very close to what I want. I'm actually going to... Alright. I need to... What's half of F? Is it 8? Yes. Lines. That didn't do it right. Oh, it's because I didn't do it right. That would be why. Because black means, I believe, black means like push it down farther than it was, and white means like bring it up farther than it was. So if I have it at a perfect like half gray, it should leave it how it was. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Now it's just being weird with this, and so if I make all of these half gray, that is less bad. Alright. And I actually want this to be white and not black. Export. I don't know if it's good or bad that I'm just like figuring stuff out on stream. I guess it's what streams are for. There we go. So now it extrudes instead of the alternative. What's the opposite of extrusion? I don't know. Now there's just weird things that are, like, weird artifacts that are happening. I don't know how to fix those. I don't know even what's happening with those. And yes, you are right, it's trying to smooth it. Nips, nip. I would assume it's in sampling. Excuse me. I don't think that should changes anything. Oh. Still didn't change anything. Now, what's it doing here? Still to watch, that's good. Yeah, my goal isn't really to entertain, it's just to be in the background, and generally I guess I would like to get more viewership, but I don't really care that much. This is also partially just for record keeping. So if this game does gain any traction, it'd just be interesting to see, like, say I get to, like, I don't know, episode 200 of this. Just seeing going back to episode 1 with, like, a horrible audio quality, which I wish I could fix. Just like going back to episode 1, seeing, like, oh, this is how I made this. I don't have any record of how I made some of the assets, although that's why I'm going back and, like, changing them a little, so I do have some record of how I made them. What? This is still being dumb. Don't know why. Is there something with the displacement modifier? Well, that fixes it, but it's also just adding a ton of vertices, so I don't know if I want to use that. All the polygons are where they're supposed to be on the map. I mean, actually what might be happening is that the UV map isn't, because these are slightly different sizes, it might not be matched up the entire way. Is there a way to... Yeah, they don't have all the same scale. Galantis. Huh? Oh, the song. Yes, it is Galantis. You were correct. I don't know what happened to you a few years ago. Well, this is definitely odd. Don't know why it's doing this still. But, oh. Wait, what? Okay. I can fix. Probably. Where's the halfway point in this? There. Sure. Let's make it there. It was a holiday in France when it came out. I listened to it all the time. Wait, what? What do you mean? I feel like this is not how I'm supposed to model, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh boy. This is great. I remember the keybind. I didn't know it worked with UVs, but that's really nice and I appreciate it. The song. Let's just stop talking about that because I don't understand. Okay. Okay. Now I want to deselect all of the interior and exterior stuff. That's not the right terminology, but it's fine. Bro, this would be so easy if I didn't have to animate it. I could just extrude it, leave it at that. I even had it basically done before. I had it done before, but the fact that I need to do this is dumb. Wait. Hold on. Oh, what? Oh, crap. I just realized speaking of which, I haven't actually done what I was doing this for. It's not animatable. This doesn't have some from the Galantis. Okay. I have really annoying holiday music that I don't like listening to. I guess we're gonna do this. How would you animate it? So what I want to do is basically I want to move the UV around. That should be possible. But like, all I wanted to do is just make the treads move. It's that simple. That's all I want to do, and it's taking this long. All right, now if I just apply that, okay. Yeah. Should be like this size. Never mind. About this size. Yeah. And then when I go, actually no. That size. Yeah. So when I go to animate it, I think what I can do is probably offset the UV map somehow. How I do that is, I don't know. But it's probably possible. There's a lot of triangles. There's a lot of triangles. It's fine. Now that I just fix these little artifacts, because I don't know what's causing them. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Spikes on displacement. So I think all the UVs are firmly on this side of it. Yes. Now, what could be doing it is that didn't work. Oh. Okay. Now, if I... Can you select one? Nope. They are currently an abstract concept. Because I haven't I'm not going to solidify the modifier. I'm not going to apply it. I could try this. Yikes. Big yikes. Yeah. I think it has to do with my weird topology right now. How to fix weird topology? I don't know. Can I just do retopologize? Clean up. Let's see. Where is the Properties tab? Oh. Maybe? Huh. It's somewhere in here. Properties. Where is the Properties panel? Is it over here? Object Properties. Object Data. Where's Object Data? Not a thing. Custom Properties. Nope. Confusing. Doesn't matter that they overlap, right? What does mean? Is it a modifier? I don't think it is. Remesh, remesh. Remesh. Don't think it is. Oh, it is. Wow. Okay. Hi. Oh. Sick. Look at those beautiful remeshed. That's actually not really what I want. Perhaps not. On the map, the polygons overlap. On the map, UV map, polygons. Oh, this is fine. That doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter. Doesn't hurt to check, but like it doesn't happen where it overlaps. It happens where there's like weird. I think at least I can check. can shrink it and move it over here. Yeah. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's weird normals coming from bad topology. He doesn't like that. Alright. Is there an easy way to just really quickly convert it? I don't know. That also didn't work. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I've gone down a rabbit hole of too many polygons. I might just remeasure it and do it from there. Maybe. Actually, I don't have to. I just realized that an option. I have an option. Oh boy. Yes. Alright, I'm gonna make it basically. I'm gonna make it no longer 3D. I'm just gonna make it really thin. Delete all this stuff, and then I can just extrude it again and basically instantly retopologize it. Fantastic. There's always a way out. Always a way out of doing extra work. Sometimes that's called plagiarism, and that's illegal. Actually, is plagiarism even illegal? I don't know. Delete. Hey! Now I'm going to unsubdivide you, hopefully, successfully. Unsubdivide? Question mark? As, because this one. Unsubdivide. Nope, actually. Yes. I just can get rid of these. That works too. Never mind. Alright. Look at that. Look at it. This is interesting. This is where the seam is. Oh, there's no seam. Wait, what? Oh, it just deleted the seam. So if I just add another seam, then... at that. Look at that. And then maybe I can keyframe the... I don't know if I can keyframe the thing. I can definitely try. Okay. So now I can do a maybe solidify? Eh? Bruh. It's working. It's working. That was difficult and dumb and took way too long. It took like 3 hours. Just for that. But you know what? It wasn't worth it. It really wasn't. But now I can animate this. Wanna see how? Hey. I actually don't know how I can animate this. Can I go to this and like, can I keyframe stuff about this? Like, can I go to like, is there an image offset option? Perhaps? Let's go to keyframe UV blender. Yes, it is possible to animate keyframes. That's nice. Oh, I can... What is that? Is that a mapping? Ah. I found it. Ah. That doesn't do what I want. Although, if I... Hang on. If I do this to... If I change the max to 1.1 and make the min... I think that's the same as if I just... Yes, it is. And so, here's where I can animate it. If I go to layout, go to frame 1, go to mapping, go to crop, change this, animate this, and then go to frame 10 and make it 1 and 2, and do this. Change this to 10. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Cause yeah, if I had this as like a static, if I had this as a static object, I would not be able to do this. And that means I can render an animation with the tank treads moving. This is like super underwhelming, but I'm very happy with it. I forget how to access the graph editor. Hold on. How do I open it? Like, okay, thank you. Documentation for showing me how to use it, but how do I open it? The graph editor. Wow. Is it under animation? That would make sense. No. I can just do the little handles, which is a way of doing it, but I don't want to do that. I want to open the graph editor. How do I open it? Is it like its own dedicated window? New window? Oh. That's not what I wish for. Window. can I change one of these, the types of this? Graph. Hello. Oh, it's literally the same. This is the graph editor. Oh, okay, alright. I don't know what this was set to. Sure. Can I, like, change this? I forget how to change that. The linear. But an easy way to do it is just to do this. And select this. And do this. And then there. Not the correct way. But it makes it less obvious that it's looping. Alright. Cool. Save that. Save that shit. I don't want to lose it. Alright. This is really cool. I like this a lot. Cool. I'm going to go to modifiers, go to displace, make the strength lower. I can actually reuse this for conveyors. I just realized that. I can reuse this. That's really nice. Okay. Now that's done. Time to take a short break, go to the toilet, because I had lots of coffee, and model the rest of the tank, which should definitely be the easy part. Alright. Oh, okay, so that's only in the thingy view. So I am going to make it thick, big thick, because ain't nobody ever gonna see the wheels. Solidify. Thick. There we go. Okay. I think this is going to turn out well. I think it's going to turn out well. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. Now I want to subdivide, and then subdivide this, and then do that, except better than that. I want to subdivide this. Okay. Huh. That's incorrect. Okay. Now I need to just gonna move this out a little. Can do that for some reason. Okay. That. Wireframe, chop it in half and then mirror it. Vertex, merge vertices distance. Make the distance bigger. 10 is probably acceptable. Sure. Seems to be fine. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Oh, that's also not right. Wait, what? Why not? Why? There we go. Alright. That. And then, there you go. Nice, simple topology. Okay. And I want to select these, inset, extrude. Interesting. And did the loop survive? Yep, they did. Okay. Those are some cool beans. Okay. With the loops. The loop splits. It's interesting. Now I want to subdivide this. I think it looks pretty good. Might want to move this up too. Here it is. And then I want to make the turret. So let's just leave it as a square for now, because physics doesn't need to be obeyed in this game. All right, that's fine. Yeah, next stream I'm gonna switch back to NCS because it's not copyright. That's the point. Sure, let's go there. How should I transition this into a turret? Well, for one thing, I can just stop by loop cutting it. Not what I want. Let's try... then I want to... Okay. Zoom. Actually, I don't have to transition it because I want to... Oh my gosh. I can just make it a different object. I'm gonna make it a different object. This is the thing. This is the tread. And then... chassis. And I want to parent this. And then I want to put this in vehicles. Oh. Messed up the scale a little bit. I need to just make a new one. Okay. Cool. If I move this, okay, and I'm gonna unhide that, hide that. Okay. Cool. Okay. If I should be able to add a bevel modifier to this and it not look terrible. Didn't change anything meaningfully, which means I have some bad stuff going on. That'll be it. Still some weird stuff going on. Will there be lots of fighting? Hopefully not. I want it to be more of a pick and choose kind of thing. What's happening? Beveling is not working. How can this be? Yeah, I mostly want fighting to be a part of the mechanics. Like, if you've played Terratech, the progression in that, I very much like the progression in that. I want there to be a little less fighting than in Terratech, because Terratech is like, that's the only point, is just to build a tech that can survive and explore. So why is this still not working? But I do want it. Yeah, okay. I like the mechanics of, oh, like you find, say, you have the crap tier, the F tier, E tier, I guess. Little pew pew guns. You have like one of them, and you just barely scrape by on your first fight. You lose some components and whatnot. But then that satisfaction of killing that enemy and like being able to sort through their stuff and pick up a gun and just put it on yours. I think that's really cool. I'm gonna modify it a lot, of course. But I think it'd be cool if there were other bases and stuff that you could find and like discover bits from. And by find, I mean locate and destroy. Of course. Destroy with your epic tanks. It does not wish to be beveled. What is beveled? It's just not doing it very well. Something is limiting it. Is there like some hanging geometry or something? That's probably unnecessary. You know what? Let's just not deal with that now. Turret time. Add cube. There. Alright. Okay. Look at that. Pack thing. Don't know how I'm gonna do this. Could kind of do as a mud flap type thing? Question mark? I don't know. That doesn't look particularly great. Oh. Problem. Okay. Bevel. Bevel time. Don't know how to make this look better. It's close. It's not quite. I think surface detail would help. Ooh, Cool. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can just... Did I accidentally do... Okay. Da 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 da. Up, and then... Okay. I'm gonna get all this. Sign that. This, oh my gosh. Then I want to extrude this out more. And select all of this. And black. Need to add. Cool. Look at that. Sure, what this looks like. Maybe not. It's a decent pivot. maybe if I... That's not what I want. I'm gonna inset first, then extrude, bevel these. Ooh, actually. And this extrude. And just move these back actually. Let's just get rid of these. Delete. Black metal. And then I want inset on these, extrude these out, and then also select loops and sign that. Huh. Perhaps not. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up and post a picture when I'm done.